today we're playing some Ark, and today won't exactly be, today we're not going to be streaming a series, we're just going to be streaming some Ark gameplay, because I'm just playing on one of my single player worlds that I've already got plenty of progress on and have too much progress on to start a series. So yeah, and currently we are loading in. So, I mean, judging by the title of the video, you can probably well assume that we are looking for some people to join us in our journey. And yeah, so if you got Ark on a PS4, you're looking for some people to add, play solos with, trade with, grind with, defeat bosses with, and whatnot, comment on the video, I guess. Pretty simple. And so, now you guys get to see some of my actual progress and not just a new server. So this is all legit, you know. It's all stuff I worked and grinded for, and yeah. So it's my base, and yeah. So I'm not actually playing on a server right now. I am playing on just a single player world, you know, solo. I haven't had any people join yet. It's on, the map is Genesis 2, so if anyone wants to join, but I mean, I play on other maps, not just Genesis 2, but this is my main base. If you're wondering how I got all this tech, like you're new to Ark, you're wondering how I got all this tech when I don't have, you know, tech replicator, whatnot, on this map, Genesis 2, you first of all start off with a full set of tech gear, and you can actually get like tech, weapons, structures, items through supply drops. And so you still need to defeat the bosses and unlock the engrams to use some of the tech stuff, but for the most part you can just take some tech and use it for yourself, which is one of the main reasons why I really like this map. It's because of how easy it is and how much tech you can get. And I'm not gonna be streaming for too long today, just a little bit, just doing a little bit of streaming, not much. And yeah, so right now I'm trying to get some wood and thatch and whatnot for some structures so I can go expand a little in my base. Cause I'm running out of room in my current smithy fabricator, because I've only got one of each, and I plan on making a whole bunch of room in like a base so I can get some more smithies and fabricators, because I don't got much room. I'm just building on this little archway here, so not too much space. I mean, there's a good enough amount. Obviously, as you're already probably looking at some of my creatures, not every creature I have you can get on this map. Most of them you can, but not all of them. I've got a server, like I've got worlds on, I've got solo worlds on like all kind. I don't have worlds on every map, but I've got worlds on the important ones. So I've got, you know, like, I just got creatures that you can't get. I've got creatures you can't get on this map, so if you're ever like, ooh, you're faking it, you can't get these creatures on this map. No, I just got other servers. Got a whole bunch of think there's only 3 maps I don't play on. The Island, Scorched Earth, and Ragnarok. I had a server on Ragnarok, but I wasn't really over interested in that map. I know it's a pretty good map, but yeah, I don't know, I just can't really find the motivation to keep playing on that map. It's quite boring for me. I like these other maps because I'm playing on PlayStation, so it's Ark is really, like, is a lot laggier on PlayStation, or at least for me it is. And so it's easier for me to just make maps. I'm just ranting, hold on. I don't know what I'm going on about. But basically transmitting my survivor from one map to another is quite difficult because it'll crash and then I'll lose progress, which I do not want to do. So I just have to defeat pretty much all the bosses that I have servers on, and I don't really see a use for Ragnarok to me. And so what I'm getting at by that is that shoot, what am I going on about? I'm rambling. But oh, bullocks. But alright, yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is that since I have a trouble like transmitting my character from Ark to Ark, some maps I can't get the engrams that I want, and so even though I can still transfer items and creatures, if I can't transfer my survivor, I can't get certain engrams on certain maps. Like I can't get Scorched Earth on stuff on like Extinction or Aberration. Can't get tech engrams that aren't on, that you can't get from killing certain bosses on certain maps. And so I just tend to have as many bases as I can instead on a whole bunch of maps. So yeah. What resource do I need more of? Wood? But the Genesis maps are really good maps. I mean, I'd say Genesis 2 is definitely better than Genesis 1, personal preference. I mean, but it's a lot easier, I find, because you get way better supply drops. You start off with tech gear, which is just really useful because there's not many creatures that can actually get you when you're flying around. So if you decide to pick a fight or something, then realize you're not gonna win, you can just fly off, which is really nice. Supply drops are loaded. Although the supply drops are a bit different from other supply drops on other maps. Like, there are colors, but the color supply drops designate to what resources in the space biome, not to what rarity it is. Although I'm pretty sure certain like space biome rotations do tend to have better loot in their supply drops than others, but it's not as simple as white's not great and red is amazing. But if I'm close enough to a supply drop, I tend to usually collect it because the supply drops are really good on this map. Like, I'll go get this red one and show you what's in it, because they're good. They are. Like, I've got a whole bunch of tech stuff that I just wouldn't get, like I wouldn't normally have, but I do. Well, I don't think I'll be showing the supply drop to you. It seems to be stuck on the ground. I can't exactly get to it. Never mind then. I said Dilophosaurus. Alright. Maybe I'll just go back to base building then. So yeah. But I mean, like, I don't only play on Genesis 2, so if you guys still are looking for someone to play with, I've got all the maps. I play on some maps more than others, but still always willing to like join other people and help with whatever map that their main base is on or what they're playing on. I have 2 maps that I would recommend to any starter, so if you're getting Ark, the best free map I would say is probably Lost Island. It's got every DLC, it's got probably the most creatures out of all the free maps. And if you buy the Genesis Chronicles Season Pass, play on some Genesis too. It's got every DLC as well, and it's got close to every DLC creature. It's got at least 2 DLC creatures from every map, which might not seem a lot, but there's not a lot of DLC creatures per map. It's got a lot of the tameable ones. I mean, there's only, yeah, it's not many I can think of that aren't on Genesis 2. I mean, like, there's, how many Gen 1 creatures are there on this map? There's the Ferox and the Bloodstalker and the Astrocetus. Ferox, Bloodstalker, Astrocetus from Gen 1 are on here. They don't have the Megashalon or Magmasaur. They've also got their own unique creatures to this map. Are you seriously gonna tell me I can't open this? You really? You're going to tell me I can't open this? That is painful. Really painful. But yeah. I mean, there's like a couple Ark's got like 2 sacred creatures, the Rock Drake and the Phoenix, that they will not grant any other maps. Like, you can't get Rock Drakes or Phoenixes on any other maps currently on the PlayStation 4. Which sucks, because I know the Rock Drake is a really good tame. I don't know so much about Phoenix, never had one. But, Rock Drake's really good. And I know there's modded maps on PlayStation 4 Ark that normally have the Rock Drake or Phoenix, but they decided to take it out of the map because they don't want to give that map that creature, even though they still have this right area where you would normally find it in the mod on that map, which I find odd, but I don't know. Although, I hear that in the new map, in the modded version, that Rock Drakes are a very crucial part to the map. So, maybe we'll be seeing Rock Drakes in the new map. Cross our fingers. So, as far as I'm aware, you can't get the Rock Drake or Phoenix on any other map, though, which, I mean, it's not terrible, but would be nice to see some new creatures. Oh, there's another one. Another supply drop. Maybe I'll actually get to show you guys this one if it's not glitched. That probably will be. But, a lot of patches that need to be made, but I mean, it's Ark, so we're most likely never gonna get them. I mean, Yeah, that supply drop's not terrible. It's pretty good. But certain rotation cycles will give more resources than structures or weapons. Like, I should show you like my personal chests. I've got one chest for weapons and ammo, and I've got another chest for armor and saddles, and they're both stacked. Some of it is from crafting and some of it is from other maps, but most of it is from just this map alone. Because you can get really good resources on these maps. So what do I need to make more fabricators? Oil and spark powder. I know I have some of it. I don't know how much. Any I don't have, I can probably just buy in the hexagon shop. Maybe I might have some spark powder in my chemistry bench too. But this is a pretty safe place to live, the area where I am right now, because there's not a lot of creatures that get up here. Like, obviously I've got all this, but I don't even see many hostile creatures in this area. Like maybe Dilophosaurus, the occasional raptor, but that's about it. It's a pretty relatively safe area. I would, when you first start running on this map, unless you're an experienced player, start in the Garden of Eve, which is what this place is called, or something like that. Eve's Garden, maybe. I don't know. How many of these can I make? I need 2. I mean, I could probably use more than 2, but I only need 2 for now. Alright, 2 fabricators. I'll put these down here. So I think I'll have like 1 row, maybe like 2 rows for fabricators, 1 row for smithies, I think. Because I just need this so I can have more space, because I'm running out of space in my current fabricators and smithies. I might actually only need 1 row for each here, because if I put it a certain way, I can get a lot more space out of it. I don't exactly remember all the materials for making a smithy, but I can remember most of the important stuff, I think. And I'll need to get some metal. Get some metal, grab some more hide, and I need more. What else do I need? Oh, I need a lot more stone. Alright. I should have a lot more stone. There we are. That should be enough for 2 smithies. I think I only need 2 for now. Could make 3, but I don't need that many right now. Alright. Now, put the fabricators there. Put the smithies. And I got stick drift on my controller. Alright, that should be good. I got designated for structures, but eventually when I get too many structures from supply drops, probably just gonna end up making a vault for them, like I do my weapons and or saddles and armor. Oh, I got too much on me. Should get rid of some of these crystals. Well, actually, there's a way around this with tech armor. Can I properly angle this? There. All that stuff there, and then I just destroy this here. Don't need this spoiled meat. Put that there. Amazing. And I can just put the excess materials in here. The materials I got for recycling it. Probably got way more materials in here. Gonna put that in there. Take that. Put that there for now. And then I'll probably just split the gasoline in half and put it in both fabricators. Jesus, what was that noise? That is very spooky. I always like to leave my fabricators running because I have enough gasoline to do so, and it's more cost effective to just leave it running than to keep turning it on and off. So I don't really have any other plans for now that I've done that. So that's all I really needed to get done, was to make that space, get more space. Maybe I will actually need to go check on my metal first to make sure it's all cooked. All nice and cooked. Actually, I should bring a strider. Carry all of the metal. If I have cryopods, I should cryopod up these Rexes. Do I have any cryopods? Yeah, I've got quite a lot. I'm gonna cryo up the spinal too, because I got a lot of unnecessary things lying about here. A lot of it can just be cryoed up. A lot of the stuff that's in the way, at least. Good thing about playing on PvE is that you do not have any cryo cooldown, and since I'm playing on a solo server, I don't exactly need it to be PvP, so I can just have my infinite cryo cooldown. No cryo cooldown, I mean. I really need to get a male Rex. I got some decent level Rexes to breed with. Although I got Shadowmanes. Shadowmanes are really good too, but you know, sometimes you need to go classic with the Rexes. Shadowmans are actually really good for bosses, but Rexes are easier, so a lot of people prefer to get Rexes rather than Shadowmans because it takes a long time to get Rexes and Shadowmans. I mean, not Rexes and Shadowmans, just Shadowmans, sorry. I should cryo up these. I just need to like do a tally, see how many cryopods I need to get out. Pretty sure I also need to make more cryopods. I don't got a lot right now. Well, it's really hard to make cryopods on this map because the only way you can do it is either through the boss terminal all the way in Rockwell's innards, tech rep, or a supply drop. Gotta move these. Just gotta move this out of the way so I can get my striders by. But I think I'll probably just it's really hard to do the bosses. Honestly, I'd rather artifacts than have to do missions to summon the bosses. Because with artifacts, you can just get really good caving creatures and really good supplies. And what the heck am I doing? And then just go through the cave and get the artifact. But you can't do that with this because you gotta do missions. Yay, and a lot of them are really hard. Missions, I would have raised a Shadowmane army and killed the boss, but I haven't. As you can probably tell, this is where I keep my electrical stuff. I got a wind turbine, and the good thing about the wind turbine is that it doesn't take fuel. And a lot of that doesn't always need fuel all the time. So, yeah. Stratas are beautiful, amazing creatures with so much weight, and I love it. They're literally like the best creatures for weight because that's what they're meant for. They're meant to be utility creatures. They're meant for having a lot of weight and to be construction. And if you can get one with like a harvest module, you're set too. Now if I can just park him right there, close enough so I can just transfer it. Alright. Got all my metal. Oh, really? I didn't even need to bring this. Well, that's just a bit annoying. Although, I don't understand why, like, Striders are one of the very few creatures you can't cryopod. Like, they just seem like a creature that they should be able to cryopod. I mean, I guess they have their reasons, but it would be really dangerous for me to try and take my Strider from one map to another, because I found on single player servers, if you try and transfer too many creatures too fast without having them in like, cause like transferring items, no biggie, I don't really get like, I don't get any lag, I never crash from transferring items, but with creatures, you transfer too many creatures too fast, your game literally just crashes, and then all those creatures you spent hours getting, gone. just the really annoying. And I'm back. Alright. So, don't know what to do next. Don't got much on the agenda right now. What? I don't have many sea creatures, I just got that Basilosaurus. I think that's it. Yeah, none of these are sea creatures. Got my Astrocetus. I don't know why I tamed one because I don't even have a saddle for it. It's only 2 maps where you can unlock the engram. That's Gen 1A and Gen 2, and both of them are like the hardest bosses. Gen 1's got like one of the hardest bosses. Gen 2 is so hard to get to the boss. It's ridiculous. It's so hard. So weird how they just chill there. I tried to go and tame a Reaper a couple of times, but every time I went to lure it to the acid pit, I ended up killing it. Could never take it out in time. And then one time I went in there with my shotgun, but I couldn't find any Reaper Queens, only Reaper Kings. Alright, well, I got everything done for the agenda today, so I think this is as good as a place of any to end the stream. Alright, everyone, this is Apple Gamer signing